Hi, and welcome to the Patricia Show. Thank you for tuning in. I am Patricia. Um, Very soon I'm going to start giving interviews on the show to people that have found a lot of success in affirmations and in creating your own reality as far as getting money, so that you can hear about from other people their experiences. I was trying to wait till I got more subscribers and more views, and then I will definitely start interviewing people. Please don't forget to push subscribe and like. I was looking at YouTube the other day, and someone told me about the lady, she's called the Crab Lady. People actually come on her station just to watch her eat crabs. I was very, very surprised about this because I thought, listen, that means this lady has 12,000 views, 9,000 views, 12 million views. 12 million views, 9 million views, 6 million views. I just could not believe it. People are going to her station to actually just watch her eat crabs. What does that say about our society? People, you don't have a life. If you just if you just go on YouTube to watch somebody eat some crabs, oh my God, you don't have a life. And I'm thinking, wow, what am I doing wrong? If she's getting 12 million views to eat crabs, I'm trying to get 12 million views, and I'm teaching you how to change your life, how to get money. Isn't that something? This is the weird, strange time that we live in. But I guess it's for entertainment. So I don't know. When I went on there to look at her station, somebody had told me about it. She was just smacking eating crabs. She wasn't particularly talking about anything. Definitely nothing is interesting. Just eating crabs. But 12 million views she had. Oh, gosh. Okay, so today I want to touch a little bit on, it's never about the other person, it's always about you. When I was doing spiritual counseling, and I still do it every now and then, but I used to really do it. When I was doing it, I would say for a living. When I say really doing it, I had appointments and everything, taking them in. Now I just do them less randomly. I'll help people out. But anyway, people would come to me complaining about the other person, complaining about their husband. My husband did this. One lady actually sat there her whole hour appointment complaining about what her husband did. Her husband did this. Her husband did this. This is what her husband did. People never tell you what they do. They always tell you what the other person do. And so this what was making her marriage so terrible, because of what her husband was doing. I recently I recently advised a married couple. He would totally complain about her, and she would totally complain about him. I tried to show them or explain to them, there's no need of complaining about the other person, because you can't change other people. You can only change yourself. And when you change yourself, you will be amazed how the other person will just change. I remember when people used to tell me that back in the day, when I was first entered the spiritual path, they would say it's never about the other person, it's always about you. And I really didn't understand that. Like, what are you talking about? But she's doing this, and this, or he's doing this, and this. So how is it about me when they're the ones that causing my life miserable because of the things that they're doing? And I would even say, like, if I tell you what they're doing, you'll agree to me that that's awful the way they're treating you. But it's never about the other person. It's always about you. What does that really mean? Change yourself, and the other people will automatically change. When you change, your energy shifts. Did you know that? Everything is energy. You probably know that. Everything is energy. If you don't know that, I'm telling you now. Everything is energy. So you, a spirit occupying a physical body, which is energy, when you change, because your energy, it shifts your frequency, and your frequency automatically changes. Now, maybe if you wasn't energy, things wouldn't shift. But that's the way you view it because you are energy. And so when you change, your energy shifts. Let me explain. If you are a person that's thinking negativity all the time, then your energy is on, let's say, a negative frequency. Let's think about a radio. It's on a negative frequency because you're constantly thinking negative all the time. Now, if you change your frequency to love, then your energy is going to change frequencies, and it's going to change to the frequency of love. Now, why is this? Because you're pure energy and you vibrate off of frequency. So let me explain this a little deeper. Listen to me closely. When you don't have money and you're attracting lack into your life, that is a frequency of lack, or there's never enough, which is lack. And so when you're on the frequency of lack, what happens? You produce more lack in your world. You're not going to produce abundance in your world when your frequency is that of lack. You can only create lack. And this is why there's an old saying, the rich get richer and the poor gets poorer. Because you being poor, thinking of lack, you're constantly going to create lack. In order to change your frequency, you have to change your thoughts. When you change your frequency, people, you change your thoughts. So, did I say that right? When you change your thoughts, I meant to say, you change your frequency. So, how do I change my frequency? By changing your thought. Very easy. So now, what is the difference between you and Oprah Winfrey, or you and Donald Trump, or you and the Rockefellers? What is the difference? You're different. You might be different colors. Some of you may be the same color, but the difference is the frequency. What is the difference between you and your next door neighbor? It's the frequency. The frequency. So if you're struggling and not having any money all the time, you're on a frequency of lack. You're not on Oprah's frequency. You're not on the Rockefeller's frequency. You're on a frequency of lack. If you want to be on Oprah's frequency, then change your thoughts of money to abundance. When you change your thoughts of money to abundance, your frequency will change and you will get on the frequency of abundance. Eventually getting on the frequency of opulence. Because I would say people like the Rockefellers, Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump, they're on a frequency of opulence. opulence, unlimited money, wealth, and lots of it. Okay? So now, Bill Gates. That's opulence. I don't forget how much he's worth, but I think every year it's like a lot, 60 million or something like that. Every year, something like that. But anyway, that's opulence. That's a frequency of opulence, because even when you change your vibration to abundance, there's different levels of abundance. You have some, like you can have $500,000. Your income could be. I mean, your net worth could be 100 million, 500 million, 500 billion. You see what I'm saying? So every time you raise your frequency more and more, then you raise your then when you raise your frequency more and more, the amount is going to raise, and then you're at the vibration frequency of opulence. So we all have different opportunities in life. Everybody's opportunity is different, but we all, no matter where we start at in life, can change our frequency to that of opulence. It doesn't matter what level you started. Oprah Winfrey was poor. She came from a poor family, but she's in the where is she at? Her frequency is that of opulence. Donald Trump came from rich, and his frequency is still that of rich. It's opulence, but still, you know what I mean. He came from wealth, and he still has that. But Oprah didn't. Bill Gates didn't come from poverty. But I think he came from like a middle class family, but where is he? Opulence. So I just gave you an example of 3 different people that came from 3 different walks of life, but they all are opulence. So if they could do it, why can't you do it? You can, but the problem is you don't know that you can, and you don't believe that you can. Because if you know that you can and believe that you can, then you would change your thoughts, which would automatically change your frequency. Now, when we talk about, let's get back to when I was talking about, it's never about you, it's always about the other person. The other person, when you're having problems with someone else, it's always they're bothering you, or it's always them. When you change your thinking about them, or change that frequency about them, it's going to make them change towards you. So if you always look at a person as, they're a troublemaker, there's a troublemaker, you're radiating out a certain type of energy when you're around them that's very negative. And you think they can't feel it? They can feel it. They might not understand what they feel, but believe me, they can feel it. So maybe when they come in your vibration frequency, they might act negative towards you. And they don't even understand why they're acting negative towards you. It's because you're radiating out, they're troublemakers, they're this, they're that, or whatever you're thinking of the person. But if you change your thoughts about that person and say, you know what, they're not so bad anyway, it's not about them, it's really about me, and you just change your entire perception about them, that has already changed your frequency, which is going to also change their frequency. Because now when they come around you, maybe they're not doing things to just automatically annoy you, because they're not feeling any type of resistance, or they're not feeling negative energy in your energy field. Now they come around you and they're being welcomed with love. So they're reacting to you different. And that's what I mean by it's never about the other person. It's always about you. So this is the end of this audio, and I'll be making a part 2. Thank you. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to The Patricia Show.